Hello! All right, friends, welcome to another Fourth Guy in Line 6-inch Star Wars Black review. Though 6 inches is a stretch when you're talking about Yoda. He is definitely not 6 inches tall. So here we have Yoda in our typical Star Wars Black 6-inch box with the blue lines, blue text. A lot of packaging has gone to waste on Yoda, but that's okay. Um, he looks great inside the package. If we look at the back and zoom in a little bit, we see the text on the back: on the remote swamp planet Dagobah, Jedi Master Yoda teaches young Luke Skywalker the ways of the Jedi and the power of the Force. My ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. And there we go. Wonderful, wonderful image on the box of Yoda. Just a really, really great, iconic image of the Jedi Master. In the package, he looks fantastic. We can see that he's packaged with a cane, a lightsaber, a snake, and some sort of necklace, which we'll take a look at when we get him out of the package. But overall, exactly what we've come to expect from the Star Wars Black packaging. So let's not waste any more time, and let's take a look at the Yoda from the Wave 6 Star Wars Black 6-inch line. Well, holy moly, there's Yoda. And boy, is he tiny. Before we get into Yoda and all of his intricate details, I want to kind of do a size comparison. So here's Yoda and Obi-Wan from the same wave. So as you can see, Yoda is really tiny. Really, really tiny. But that's okay. He's supposed to be tiny. So let's take a look at his figure. Now, I'm not really sure which Yoda this is supposed to be. Obviously, the packaging indicates that it's the Empire Strikes Back Yoda, and his clothes and everything kind of give me the indication that he's the Empire Strikes Back Yoda. He does have a lot more hair than the Empire Strikes Back Yoda, but it's a lot wider and recessed than what you would see in Revenge of the Sith. So maybe he's the Yoda somewhere in between the two. This is when he's just hanging out on Dagobah while nothing else is going on in his life. So, a couple of things I want to point out. There is the obvious criticism that there should be a lot that comes with a figure this small for that $20 to $25 price point that we see with those Star Wars Black figures. And, I agree that, you kind of want bang for the buck. But when you look at this actual figure, he's really great. And there's a lot more to him than what you see in some of the larger figures. I mean, when you take a look at the Clone Trooper that has just 2 rifles, there's not a lot going on. Or when you look at Obi-Wan, whose only accessory is a lightsaber. When you look at Yoda here, and he's got entire soft goods tunic, and it feels really, for lack of a better word, ratty. It just feels like it's really threadbare, and that's really cool. You got the belt with this little rope tie off, and I've got to say, this little plastic rope attached to the belt. You've got this necklace here. There's a lot of detail on the figure itself. Underneath, he's wearing a brown garb, and I have to say, it's obvious that they took the original Yoda, Kenner Yoda, which I had back in 1980, and adapted him to this 6-inch line. The reason why I am pretty sure that they took inspiration from Kenner is that he includes a snake, which is what was included in the Kenner Yoda. It's only there for nostalgia. It's the only thing I can think of because there's no viable reason to package Yoda with a snake around his neck. Yeah, there was a snake in his hut, while he was hanging out with Luke. But come on, there's no real reason to have a snake around his neck. So obviously a throwback, and it's something that me personally, I really appreciate that they did that. So the snake is not particularly posable. He's just shaped to fit around his neck. Not surprising. So there are some other accessories. Let me go with his cane, which fits in his hand ever so gently. So again, we've got the cane, which is an Empire Strikes Back throwback, which looks great. And then you have his lightsaber. I'm going to say that his lightsaber is a disappointment. Knowing what Yoda's lightsaber is supposed to look like, this is A, way too big in the handle. Additionally, the blade looks ridiculously short because the handle's oversized. So not a great replica of what we saw on screen in Revenge of the Sith and in Attack of the Clones. It's not a good replica of that lightsaber. It's fine as lightsabers go. It is a little short, but I don't think it replicates what we saw on screen very well, which is a shame because we've seen really great replicas of lightsabers from the other figures in the line that carry lightsabers. In fact, this whole guard over the blade, all that stuff, that's not accurate. So I don't know if this is pointing to a Yoda that we didn't see on screen and the lightsaber he had otherwise, but this is just not a great version of his lightsaber. But that's okay because I don't plan on posing him with it because he's, we didn't see him with a lightsaber in Empire, and this is obviously, for the most part, shooting to be an Empire Yoda. So I will be extremely happy to pose him with his cane and with his snake and just have him happily hang out. So, again, not a big figure, certainly not 6 inches, but he fits in well with the line, and I think there's a lot of attention to detail with this figure that makes him, A, totally worth picking up, and B, absolutely adorable. And so there you go. So thanks for watching another Fourth Guy in Line video. We'll be back soon with more reviews, but thanks so much for watching.